Buying and selling prices are now live at foottrading.co.uk. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far, and thank you for all the positive feedback. We worked very hard on it over the summer. I'm glad to see you guys are enjoying the additions, changes, everything that we have done. But what do you get for your money? £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1. That gets you access to low budget fodder prices and prices for trading with chem styles, including shadows, hunters and anchors. That's players who have chem styles attached to them. Tier 2 gets you access to our fluctuations area that actively tracks the markets, giving you guys the exact buy price, the exact sell price. The whole website is updated for 24 hours. Every single moment of every single day, the website is updated to give you guys the most accurate prices possible. But if you can't afford to subscribe, that's completely fine. If you create an account, there are free trading guides that teach you guys how to work with the market, how to trade. Already got people making hundreds of thousands of coins in their first few days of the game. So check out foottrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Again, I'm going to say it in the morning video, but I'm pretty sure that when this video goes live, we would have hit 28,000 subscribers. We've gained that in the space of about 2,000, I think it is, in the space of about a week and a bit. It's been incredible. So thank you for the support, and I'll keep bringing out videos to help you guys make coins, grind the game. There's so many different things that I do to have fun on this game without spending money on FIFA points. If you're wondering why there are FIFA points in my account, I have the Ultimate Edition, so we get given 4,600. So just a note for you guys there. But this video is leading on from other videos this week, and it's all about the market crash because of these FIFA points, basically. I don't like using the term market crash. I hate that term because firstly, it causes panic with people. They all go, oh my God, like market's going terrible, let me sell everything. But this is probably the closest thing I would say to a market crash. And when we say market crash, basically all it means is that the market's going to take a temporary dip. It doesn't mean that it will never come back up again. It just means that supply is going to be heavy, so it will temporarily dip. It will bounce back. It always does a market crash. I've seen Matt HD Gamer videos before, all this big sort of scaremongering of massive market crashes. The market drops because people are opening packs. Once people open packs and they sell their players, they have coins, so they spend. And that pulls cars off the market, and the market rises. But basically, everyone's getting these points today. Everyone got the Ultimate Edition is getting these points. So we're all opening up packs, and we're all listing up whatever we think is not going to sell for much on the market. And probably some of us that are smarter will hold anything. The reason for that is anything that's half decent, mid-tier, high-tier, that will rise into Weekend League and full game release. This sort of stuff now will, if it's random sort of low-rated stuff, it will drop heavily. And that's where we come in, because we buy those things that have dropped heavily. We buy all of those things and we hold them and they rise. The reason this video is coming out for you guys is I'd guess the lowest point in the market is going to be today, realistically. Everyone's getting the game. So that's your opportunity to buy into these cards. Now, I showed you yesterday the sort of cards to look at. I'm now going to show you the effect of it and what's happened to the market since everyone started opening up their packs. So I'll be back with FootWiz to show you what to do, what I'm doing. I'll see you then. Alright guys, so here we are on FootWiz. And the player that I looked at yesterday in terms of Rodrigo. There's 4 players we're going to look at in detail, and basically, essentially what I said would happen has happened. Except there's been a couple of anomalies, but there's still time in terms of people opening up packs. For example, I haven't opened mine up yet, so something to be mindful of there. Rodrigo, for example, was a guy that I talked about. He is basically now discard, as I said he would get to. He is very, very cheap. Now, this card is still relatively usable for the Premier League if you can't go out and buy some expensive. Good pace, decent shooting, decent passing, decent physical, decent dribbling. He's a decent all-round card. If you look at his price yesterday, at highs of 1,200, he has absolutely plummeted down to 750. Got back up to 900 and he's dropped again now as people start to open packs this morning. He's 79 rated. He's going to get packed a lot. So if you're going to buy into a card like this, you see 750, I've been looking at that and below easily. The reason why I like these sort of cards is they're not far off Discord. Join the Discord, it's free. Links down below. But these cards aren't far off Discord. Discard, what am I saying? You can't really go wrong on a card like this. Decent pace and decent shooting. You can't really go wrong. Especially if you're getting these cards with position changes or hunters, it adds value to these cards. So it's something to be mindful of. You'll see the effect of any cards I do buy in the RTG within the next couple of days. But someone like a Rodrigo, you can't really go wrong on. But as you see, he's just dipped to basically discard. And so there's not much to gain from learning about him and what he's done. But someone like a Saint Maximan, who we know is going to have demand, lots and lots of demand, 5-star skills, Premier League pacey. I don't really get the hype about this card, I never have done. But decent card for people that love him. He's the same rating, but that 5-star skills and sheer pace makes such a difference because there's always hype about him. Look at what he's done. He started at 19, by 5 o'clock this morning got as low as 16,250, and then he's bounced back again. But look, he's starting to dip. As people start to open packs up again, he's dipping. Now I know, I look at this graph and I see 16,250 was the lowest that he's hit. And I know he's got a high of 19.5 at these points. 19,250 there, 19.5 there. Again, 19 there, 19.5. I know roughly what the price of him is. So I can use that knowledge now to look for when a buy point may be on this card. Especially as the rest of Europe wakes up and America wakes up and open the packs up. That's what I do. Utilise these graphs. They exist for a reason. I've clicked hourly graph here because it gives me what he's done for the last hour. That's what I care about. But if we look at the last few days, there's been a steady sort of downward decrease from sort of there to there. 10,000 coin drop by Sunday. I like the look of that drop. I like the look of that drop a lot because 27k down to what? 17k on Xbox? It's a 10,000 coin drop in anticipation of people getting these packs. That's what that is. Now let's look at Allen. Again, relatively usable all-rounder for the Premier League. Massively, massively hyped. Look at what he's done. 17.5k, got down to as low as 14,625. Bounced, dropped back down to 16, and he slowly climbed again, bit by bit to 17.5. I again know the knowledge now that his lowest on Xbox has been 14.6. That's his low. Now look at the daily graphs again, and it's very similar on Xbox. I don't know why it's not showing that, but again, a big drop from where he was to where he is now. Very hefty drop. But I know that that's been the lowest that he's been, which was at 1 o'clock in the morning. A lot of these cards are going to be very low at that time. But I still think there's a drop in the market to come as people like me that didn't want to wake up at 1 in the morning open their packs up. And there'll be a buy point on a lot of these cards that they'll drop and they'll bounce. Now, how long you have to hold them for is another matter. But either way, I know that if I get him at that price and hold him for a day, 2 days, 3 days, I'm probably going to do quite well from him in the long term. Now, Gabriel Jesus, again, 6,200 coins at the moment. Where was he before that? 8.6 was his price there. Daily graphs again up till Thursday 13. Steadily drop over the weekend down to 7.5 yesterday. He's at 6.2 now. He's 1,300 coins down from where he was yesterday. And if we look at that, 7.9 there in fact. Look at his low point. 5.8 this morning. Saw a climb to 6.6. And now what's happening? He's steadily dropping off as people are opening up their packs. Steadily coming down. Nothing incredible, but just a gradual drop as people open their packs. Now on PlayStation, it's been a bit bigger. So what do I do with these cards? And what do I think about these cards? What I'm going to look at is the market, and I'm going to keep an eye on these cards, other cards throughout the day. So Rodrigo, for example, if you look at him there, he's sitting at 700 coins. That's not really anything for that card. It's basically discard value. So I can pick these cards up. I'll pop them up there for now and stick them there. But I can pick these cards up, and all I've got to do really, I know he's actually about 800 coins on the market, is go to the end and I can just compare price back out. Now, if he drops the chemistry style on him, now, do I really care that much about an artist? Not really. But if he pops with another chemistry style on him that's half decent, like an Anchor, a Hunter, a Shadow, they still sell even with the defensive stats on them, or a position change, I know it's a good place to buy them. But I can compare price back out and make sure that I'm buying at a price that means no matter what really happens, I can't really make a loss on him. It's very difficult to make a loss on him. Am I going to put 700,000 coins into a 700 coin card? No, that would be ridiculously long to buy and sell. But there's a lot of profit to be made from this card. A lot of profit. I think he gets up to sort of 1, 2, 1, 3. Now that might not sound like a lot, but you're nearly doubling your coins if you're buying this card. Nearly doubling it. If you're willing to put the time in, it's a very, very easy profit maker. But it's not just him. If you all go out and buy Rodrigo, you'll screw each other over. For me, I like the look of him, but there are so many cards in the Premier League just like him. Now, if you look at Gabriel Jesus, so now on Footwiz it says it's about 6,200. So we'll have a little look and see if that's accurate or not. And if you look, he's actually probably a little bit lower than that. He's achievable at 6,000 at the moment. See the pack's been opened up, bringing his price down. 5.9. Is this his buy point? For me, not really. There's a 5.8 there. I know from looking at Jesus, his lowest has been about 5.8. So I know he's back to where he was lowest already. He's already hitting that drop. So I'm like, okay, cool. Where do I think about a buy price on him? It's probably not going to be too much further below this, realistically. But with someone like Gabriel Jesus, I'm probably thinking, do I go a little bit more expensive on him and look for him with Hunters on him? I probably do. Because for me, the gap there's probably going to be another 2,000 coins on top once he rises for the cards with Hunters on him. I like him, the look of Hunter on him. Is 6.3 a buy price, I'd say, for you guys? No, not really. I'd probably be looking a little bit lower if you can. but you'll probably see this card pop up quite consistently throughout the day with those chem styles on him. That mean that you guys can really go out and make a good amount of coins on him. There's a lot here on bid right now. A lot on bid that have got hunters on them. And people are only going to want to really pay what it's currently selling for. They're not going to pay that much more than that. That's really useful for me because I'll be able to pick them up quite cheaply. But that's what you guys should be looking at right now on the market. The prices would have changed to utilise FUTBIN. Just go to the Premier League, sort by pace, all that sort of thing. Go to La Liga, go to Ligue 1, sort by pace on all these cars. And those decent pacey players are what you're looking at. They're the ones that fit the meta quite well this year. Pace is important. But that's how you buy, and eventually I'll show you how to sell on the market from what we call a market crash or a dip. If you're new around here, subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.